Okay. Hello. We are from Group 8. Today we want to present about informative speech. For introduction, what is an informative speech? It's a speech that is informative, provides details on a living thing, phenomena, industry, event, person, current event, disasters, or things. An educational speech about hurricane catastrophe management, for instance, would be a wonderful choice. How to recognize bogus news online would be another. A lecture about other conspiracy theories that give many people a headache could also be included. There are four types of informative speeches, including first, definition speeches. This one simply explains a concept, phenomenon, theoretical basis, or a model. Next is descriptive or exploratory speeches. This type of speech focus on creating a perfect understanding and a mental image of the subject, event, status quo, and situation. The third one is demonstrative speeches. This type of speeches focus on the audience and are meant to teach them how to do stuff. For example, how to detect breast or prostate cancer. Last one is explanatory speeches. Mostly these are the type where you explain different things such as technology, statistic, or explain different ideas. For example, an explanatory speech can be that on the impacts of global warming on species. Next, I pass to Arif Rahman.
So right now, suitability. Suitability is the most important thing that you have to consider in your speech. There are four suitability: suitable tone, suitable platform, suitable time, and suitable topic. So for the first one is suitable tone. Firstly, you have to know your audience. Adjust your tone according to their age. For example, if in the hall there are kids in your as your audience, you don't have to be so serious mood and put some jokes to lighten up your the mood in the hall. So the second one is suitable platform. Choose the right stage to do your speech. For example, if you if you talk about religion, don't do it in the nightclub or somewhere that is so much noise, because you will they will feel uncomfortable about that, and you will not get the attention either. So the third one is suitable time. Choose the right time to perform your speech, because it is important and it plays big roles of the surrounding. Imagine you give your speech at 10 p.m. and people will fall asleep during your speech because it's already their bedtime. And also be on time before you do your speech, because you can prepare well to do your speech. So the last one is suitable topic. Similar to the first point, know your audience. If there are kids, don't give a heavy topic for your speech, because they will not understand. And choose the topic that suitable to the function. For example, if you're talking about healthy life, don't talk it at the wedding ceremony. All right. So we pass it to the next person.
Uh, there are five reasons to use visual aid for speeches and presentation, including presentation, image capture, and hold an audience attention. Human beings are naturally curious creatures, but we have a short attention span, and it's gotten worse in our current era of information overload and non-stop scrolling. When listening to a speech or presentation, our just interest peak around the 10-minute mark and then drops, depending on the content and communication style of the speaker. Second one is presentation image aid in the comprehension of difficult topic. Not everyone compute information at the same speed. Infographic make data-heavy presentation more digestible, breaking statistics and other figure or timeline into a bite-sized chunk. They are also more persuasive, according to a study conducted at the Wharton School. 67% of audience members were more convinced by the content of a verbal presentation with accompanying visual versus 50% with a verbal-only presentation. For the third one is presentation graphic create emotional connection with the audience. They say picture is a word, a thousand word. It cliche but true. Image make viewer feel things that words cannot and give presenters a way to connect with their audience on a more visceral level. Instead of listing off the fact about global warming, pop in a few slides depicting recent flood or forest fire to drive home your point. Powerful imagery, including 3D effect and visual appealing template, resonate with audience and make them care more deeply about what you're saying. Part one is visual in presentation help audience remember information. Researchers have found that people who are asked to recall information after a 3-day period retain just 10% of what they heard during an oral presentation, 35% from a visual presentation, and 65% from an oral presentation with visual. For the last one is visual for presentation maintain the flow of your. Preparing your presentation with visual aid will help you organize your talking point, avoid off-topic rambling, and even jog your memory if you get hit with a bout of stage fright. Okay, next I pass to the next.
So for the interaction with visual aids, there are 5 tips to effectively interact with visual aids. The first one is setup. Setup provide an introduction prior to displaying a visual aid. This will engage your listeners' attention, heighten their anticipation, and also provide context to what is coming. The next one is pause. Pause and give your listeners time to become familiar with the visual before you begin speaking. You may look at the visual, which is in silence, to help direct them. The third one is connect. Once your listeners have had time to look at the visual, connect with a set of eyes before you begin speaking. When you need to look at the visual, pause to gather the information you need. The next one is takeaway. What do you want your listener to remember? After you have given your listeners time to absorb the visual, provide a clear takeaway. This will help your listeners stay focused and easily recall the information. The last one is blank it out. When your visual aid no longer supports your message, direct your listeners' attention back to you and your message by blanking it out. Next one is practice. The first one is you can ask a family member, friend, or coworker to watch you practice delivering your message with your visual aids. You can ask them to interactively coach you as you speak with your visual aids. Next one is practice in front of a mirror. As you are interacting with these support materials, only speak when you see yourself in the mirror. This will give you immediate feedback about when you tend to speak. Are you speaking while looking at the visual aid or when you reconnect with a listener's eye? Okay, I will pass to the next person.
So audience centeredness is basically is how you want to attract the audience to listen to your speech by doing some background research and planning. You can also introduce talking points and resonate with your audience. So next, I'm going to talk about why we have to do audience centeredness. Is first is we want to keep their interest. So when we giving a presentation, we want the audience to engage and interested in what you are saying, and we need to focus on what the audience is going to enjoy. You may notice people were excited to listen when you are talking. Second is to help them learn. Instead of we just spitting facts and data, we can also make visual videos and stories that encourage learning. Third is leaving a lasting impression, and lastly is to deliver your message. Next is how we want to attract our audience is by we use the authentic communication. Second is we determine the purpose. Third is think about your audience first. And then we ask for the participation from the audience, and also we learn our audience.
As a summary that we can conclude, whichever the case, the best speech topics for college are endless. Any topic you perceive and think about is worthy. However, be sure to pick a narrow topic so that you don't dilute your speech with a bluff. A good speech is a short, concise, and loaded. That's all from us from Growth 8. Thank you.